Hello, everyone, and welcome in tonight. It's Tuesday night, February 27th, about 9:15 p.m., and we're going to have a brief update here on the severe weather situation across the state. Now, if you've been following us on our social media pages the past several hours, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or whatnot, you will have seen that it has been a busy weather night across portions of the state. We've seen widespread severe weather activity the past several hours across much of northern Illinois. A lot of large hail reports, some damaging wind reports, and even a couple of tornadoes have occurred the past several hours across northern Illinois. Right now, though, on the screen is a live shot of the current radar as of now 9:17 p.m. here, and you can see the severe weather activity has now pushed out across Lake Michigan, clipping northwestern Indiana. There's actually a tornado warning in effect for the Gary area for this storm that is now moving out over the Lake Michigan right now, so that threat's going to come to an end for northwestern Indiana. But you can see this severe thunderstorm activity is now over the lake and is moving off into southwestern Michigan. As you can see, the remainder of northern Illinois is now quiet. The severe weather threat is now over for northern Illinois. Once again, to repeat, the severe weather threat is now over across northern Illinois. As we head downstate into central Illinois, if you are in western or the heart of central Illinois, we were really never expecting you to see severe weather today. The cold front has already pushed through your area. If you're in eastern Illinois, places like Champaign, Danville, Watseka, Charleston, we're going to hold on to a very isolated severe weather threat for eastern Illinois over the next hour or two, but your threat is almost over as well. As we head down into southern Illinois, though, your severe weather threat is going to be overnight tonight, as was always expected. It's been a very quiet day across southern Illinois, even though you've been under a severe weather risk, and that's because we have been expecting that threat to occur overnight tonight. So if you're in southern Illinois, things are just getting started for you, because we're going to be watching for that chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms and some severe thunderstorms overnight tonight across southern Illinois. Places like the Centralia, Mount Vernon area, down towards Carbondale, Harrisburg, down towards Paducah, a large chunk of southern Illinois, you're going to get in on the shower, thunderstorm, and severe weather activity overnight tonight. So we do still have some time to go across parts of the state, and for you folks in southern Illinois, we will monitor conditions through the night tonight, and we will provide you updates as needed with that continuing severe weather threat across southern Illinois overnight tonight. But like I said, for much of central and all of northern Illinois, your severe weather threat is over with. We are seeing a cold front rapidly push across the state of Illinois. Earlier this afternoon, temperatures were in the 70s around the Quad Cities area. Guess what? It's already down into the mid-30s in the Quad Cities area. So we've already seen temperatures drop at least 30 degrees from what temperatures were just a couple of hours ago across parts of the state of Illinois. It's down into the mid-30s up in northwestern Illinois. As I mentioned, the Quad Cities area is down into the 30s now. It's even down into the mid-30s into western Illinois. Quincy, it's down to 35 degrees right now. So this cold front does mean business as it moves through tonight. And along with the colder temperatures moving in, we're also going to be seeing some gusty winds on the order of 30, 35, 40, maybe even up to 45 mile per hour wind gusts sweep across the state with this cold front tonight and into Wednesday morning. So gusty winds and colder temperatures filtering in across the state overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow. And let's actually flip over here to one of our weather forecast models just to give you an idea here of what we're going to be expecting here for the rest of the night. So as we go through the night here, you can see we're expecting some scattered shower thunderstorm activity to develop down here and traverse portions of southern Illinois. So like I said, you folks in southern Illinois are going to continue to see a severe weather threat overnight tonight, while you folks in northern and central Illinois, like I said, you are done with the severe weather risk. Now, in terms of temperatures, let's take a look at those temperatures that are really starting to fall out there across parts of the state. So this is a look at the current temperatures. As you can see, temperatures have rapidly dropped. across parts of the state. Temperatures very cold, quite cold out there compared to what we saw today out across Iowa, Nebraska, up into the Dakotas and Minnesota. And watch what happens as we move through overnight tonight. Look at how those blue colors quickly sweep across the state, some white and pink colors as well. These are temperatures by the time we get to tomorrow morning. This is tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. Temperatures only in the teens and the 20s across much of the state of Illinois. So like I said, it's going to get cold tonight, it's going to be windy tonight, and it's going to be cold through much of the day on Wednesday as well. It is even possible, as I switch over here to the precipitation maps, it's even possible, as you can see here, that we could get some mixed rain and snow showers, maybe some all snow showers across parts of northern and central Illinois for late tonight and into Wednesday morning. So if you happen to wake up tomorrow morning and you see some snowflakes falling from the sky across northern and central Illinois, do not be surprised. It's even possible there could be a couple of locations across northern Illinois, west central Illinois. You may pick up a dusting of snow late tonight and Wednesday morning in some areas. So this is a big shock to the system, drastic shift in weather conditions here over a very short period of time, going from the 70 and 80 degree temperatures with severe weather that we've seen today to temperatures in the teens and 20s with maybe some snow showers across parts of the state by the time we get to tomorrow morning. So big shift in weather conditions here. The good news is if you do not like the cold weather that's coming up for Wednesday and Thursday, things are going to get mild once again. We're going to return back to the 60s and 70s by the time we get to perhaps Friday, but more so into the weekend. So warmer temperatures are going to come back. With that said here, just want to check on one more thing before I get to some comments and questions here. This is the severe weather report map. All of these little dots here represent reports of severe weather today. All of the green dots represent reports of hail. As was expected, we were expecting hail to be the biggest threat today, and that is the largest amount of reports that we have seen here. All the green dots are hail. Some of these blue dots represent damaging winds, and you could also see a scattering of a couple of red dots in here. Those are reports of funnel clouds or tornadoes this evening. So a very active, severe weather day, or past couple of hours, I should say. Most of the day was quiet until the evening hours here. So the past several hours were very, very busy here, severe weather-wise across the state. So with that said here, let's take a look at some of the comments and questions here, see if we could get to a couple of them tonight, because I do know that we have a few coming in here. Emily checking in from Lawrence County. Yes, you could have some threat continuing tonight as well for severe weather. Amber checking in from down in Carbondale. Yes, you will have a severe weather threat continuing overnight tonight as well. Elizabeth checking in, wondering if there's been any damage reported or if any of the tornadoes did touch down. Yes, we have seen reports of not only damage, but confirmation that at least a couple of tornadoes did occur with this activity this evening. The National Weather Service will end up going out over the next couple of days and surveying all of the damage information at particular locations, and once they get those survey results out, we will provide you all with that information over the next couple of days. Gregory checking in from northwestern Indiana, wondering what the threat is out your way towards the South Bend area. Maybe an isolated remaining severe weather threat out your way, but it looks like most of the activity now is going to stay further to the north of your area up in the Michigan area. All right, here. See, Jeff checking in here, mentioning you had pretty bad storms in Palos. No wind, but a lot of lightning and hail. Yes, a lot of folks saw hail this evening. It was always going to be the biggest threat, and that did come to fruition. Many areas saw hail with those severe storms this evening. Jaden checking in from Mattoon down there near Charleston. Yes, you're going to continue to have a severe weather threat probably for the next 1 to 2 to 3 hours before the front passes your area and that threat comes to an end. Brandy checking in. Where's the tornado currently in Lake County? If you're speaking of Lake County, Indiana, the tornado warning has been canceled. So if you're tuning in from northwestern Indiana, the tornado warning that was in effect near Gary in Lake County, Indiana, that has been canceled. All right, Casey checking in from Grundy. Yes, all of northern and much of central Illinois is done for tonight with severe weather. Kyle checking in from the Effingham area. Yes, you could have a severe weather threat over the next few hours here. There could be some sort of weather watch that's issued across southern Illinois for tonight. Kristen checking in from Lake and Hills, mentioning you had marble-size hail in your location. Jasmine checking in from Sangamon County. No severe weather risk for your area. The cold front's pushing through your area right now. Jalen checking in from near the border, southeastern Illinois, near Evansville. You are going to have a severe weather risk throughout the night tonight. Courtney wondering where the tornadoes occurred today. It looks like we had at least one tornado occur out in northern Henry County near the Atkinson area. It also appears as though we had at least one tornado in Lee County near the Pawpaw area. Also, potentially had a tornado, it appears, based on some of the information that we've received near the Waterman area in DeKalb County. Also, there was very likely one near Hinckley, near the DeKalb-Kane County border, and also another one near the North Aurora, Batavia area, and then there was potentially another one in northern Cook County, southern Lake County as well. So it does look like we potentially had a handful or two of tornadoes occur this evening. Like I said, the National Weather Service will comb through the data over the next couple of days. They'll go out to these locations and do damage surveys, and once we get all of that information from them, we will provide you all with that information. But once again, if you are in northern and central Illinois, northern and west central Illinois, your severe weather threat is over for tonight. Once again, northern and west central Illinois, your severe weather threat is over for tonight. If you're in eastern Illinois, places like Champaign, Danville, down towards Charleston, you could have an isolated severe weather risk over the next 1 to 2, maybe 3 hours before your threat comes to an end. Then for you folks all across southern Illinois, much of southern Illinois, you're going to have a continued severe weather risk overnight tonight. It was always expected that the severe weather risk for southern Illinois would mostly be during the nighttime hours, and that's indeed what's going to happen. It will be an overnight severe weather risk across southern Illinois for tonight. Sammy checking in from St. Louis. You're getting a thunderstorm in the St. Louis area right now. However, your severe weather risk is pretty much coming to an end. Taking a look here at the radar out of the St. Louis area, you can see a couple of rain showers and thunderstorms here in the St. Louis area, but your severe weather risk is about to come to an end because the cold front is sweeping through the St. Louis area at this point in time. Seeing Aaron check in here with a comment mentioning you had marble-size hail in the Woodridge area. Deb checking in from northwest Illinois, wondering how much snow you could get late tonight and tomorrow morning. Maybe a dusting of snow for some areas. We'll have to see exactly how that works out. Jen checking in from the Romeoville area, mentioning you had some golf ball size hail. Thank you for that report. Let's see here. We have James wondering how much snow in the Chicago area tonight or tomorrow morning. Maybe a dusting of snow for some areas. Not all areas will see that snow late tonight and into tomorrow morning across northern and central Illinois. It's going to be scattered snow showers, so some areas maybe could get a little dusting of snow. Other areas will stay dry. Let's see here. Michael mentioning we could have had this kind of coverage earlier instead of storm chasing. We provide multiple types of coverage here. Sometimes we're live like I am now. I was also live earlier this weekend for a time. Nick was out live while he was storm chasing. We also had continuous updates on our social media pages. We provide updates in very many different ways. This is not our full-time job, what we bring you here at ISC. This is like a side sort of job for all of us here at ISC. So we don't have the time to provide you wall-to-wall live coverage like a news station would. We just don't have that time. We don't get paid for it. We all have our lives outside of this, and we all have our jobs outside of this. So you're never going to get wall-to-wall live coverage like I'm doing right now on most severe weather events. Just because of that. And some of us are out chasing. For example, Adam and Nick were out chasing this evening. So was Danny. He was out for a little while as well. Luke was actually at a kids' school event this evening representing ISC. So it was actually pretty much me doing most of the live coverage here this evening on all of our social media outlets while Adam, Danny, and Nick were out chasing out in the field. And that's the type of thing we do here at ISC. It's kind of a mixture of everything. So if you're looking for continuous wall-to-wall, always live coverage, that's just not something we provide here at this point in time. All right, here, let's continue on a little bit here. Ryan checking in from Minooka, mentioning he had some lightning and thunder, but it was a little disappointing. You actually just missed out in your area. Several reports of hail just to your north of the Minooka area. So it was very active just to your north, just north of the Joliet area. Nick checking in, reporting you had some quarter-size hail in the Sycamore area. Continuing on here, let's get to some more questions. And I see Jaden just chimed in with a brand new comment mentioning that there is a new tornado watch in effect. And I'm going to take a guess and imagine that that is for Southern Illinois. So just give me 1 second here, and I'm going to get this new tornado watch up here on the screen. Because we do have a new tornado watch. It looks like this tornado watch is in effect for much of Southern Illinois. So a new tornado watch in effect for much of Southern Illinois here. Just give me 1 second to bring this up here. Here we go. So we do have a new tornado watch that is in effect now for Southern Illinois, and this tornado watch is in effect until 6 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday morning, for the chance of severe thunderstorms capable of producing damaging winds, hail, as well as maybe a few tornadoes as well. So as I was mentioning several moments ago, northern and central Illinois, while your severe weather threat is over with, as expected, the severe weather threat for southern Illinois is just about to get going, as we have this tornado watch in effect for the entirety of the overnight hours tonight. Until 6 o'clock Wednesday morning, expecting that severe weather threat to continue much of the overnight hours tonight across southern Illinois. So we will continue to be watching and monitoring the situation throughout the night for you folks down in southern Illinois. So whether you're in Charleston, Effingham, Carbondale, Marion, Mount Vernon, Centralia, down towards Paducah, any of you folks across southern Illinois, you will continue to see that severe weather threat through the overnight hours tonight, and we will be keeping an eye on that for you. But with that said, that really sums it up for right now. We had the severe weather activity. Just a quick summary here. We did have some severe weather, damaging winds, hail, couple of tornadoes the past several hours here this evening across northern Illinois. But the good news is, once again, northern Illinois, your severe weather threat is done for tonight. Central Illinois. West Central Illinois, your severe weather threat's already done. East Central Illinois, you have until about maybe midnight for an isolated severe weather threat. Southern Illinois, your severe weather threat is going to continue through the overnight hours with that newly issued tornado watch in effect across all of southern Illinois until 6 o'clock Wednesday morning. So we'll continue to monitor the severe weather situation throughout tonight for southern Illinois, and we'll bring updates as needed. Other than that, we have a strong cold front pushing across the state tonight that's going to bring, outside of any precipitation, it's going to bring windy conditions, maybe 30 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts across the state tonight as that cold front moves through, and it is ushering in much colder temperatures. We're going to see temperatures down into the teens and 20s by the time we get into the mid to late morning on Wednesday. Could also see some snow showers or snow flurries across parts of northern and central Illinois very late tonight and into Wednesday morning. Perhaps could produce a dusting of snow for some areas. So very drastic shift in weather conditions from the record warm temperatures in the 70s and 80s that we saw today with severe weather to back to winter-like conditions for tomorrow, temperatures in the teens and 20s, gusty winds, and maybe a little bit of snow for some areas. So, all in all, crazy 24 hours of weather that we're experiencing here across the state of Illinois. But that about wraps it up for tonight. Like I said, we will continue to monitor the continued severe weather threat across southern Illinois through the overnight hours tonight, but for the remainder of northern and central Illinois, your threat has come to an end. That will do it for now. Everyone have a great remainder of your Tuesday night.